Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
I just got news from Ventus. Venatori activity is surging everywhere, not just in Minrathous.
You're from Ferelden, aren't you?
I am. You too?
Denerim. Haven't seen it in years, though. Lots on offer today. Till next time.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Piercing, slashing, stabbing, smashing, crushing. Whatever you need, I have the weapon. Not all new, but they're all good.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elginan's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Solus helped get us through, but he was protecting his interests, not us.
You don't think he helped for genuine reasons?
I think he wants his plan to succeed. Whatever it is.
Always a plan. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
And do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But
He became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
you're making us sound like soulless. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Alia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Alia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
Then we've lost ground in Docktown. Great.
Things haven't been rosy.
Alec, the threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Brooke, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Focus, Rana. We know where Alia's hiding.
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Alia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Alia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
When will Alia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Alia's war with the Thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
How many Venatori are we
Alia's never short on zealots.
You're up for a fight, right?
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Alia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the Sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Alia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Alia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the thread market.
It was Venatori. They painted... They won't come out.
Fewer threads around.
Like the threads didn't love their power.
I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
There, a body.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lusican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You alright?
Yes, sorry. I haven't really been sleeping.
They're afraid.
Can't blame them.
No, but it makes them easy targets for the Venatori.
I know. We're almost there.
You have a back way into the thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatori guards. If they report back to Aelia, it's over.
More death!
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
The statue. It's always a statue.
It's our way in. Once we're over there. I'm on it. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
So it's not just prisons kept underwater. Your catacombs run there too.
In places. Tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them. More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Left on it. Got us at range.
Alia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside. How's that? We're close,
Nev?
I've...
Can't get through here.
Alec will have a back way in, but we need something here, now. There's got to be another entrance.
Okay, let's find it.
This is it. Sanctum Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Alia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
You'll decide how this ends.
Maybe. Just stick with me, Trouble.
You got it. We've got company.
Time has come. It begins now. Join with me. Do not give in!
Nice shot, Lucanus. Let's finish this.
They said the time has come. Alia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted, but we need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
All the blood magic in this place attracts them.
Spike feels it too. Thanks, Lucanus. Still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
In the cage. That's...
He's from Docktown, a paper seller.
Nev Gallus. Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Aelia. You bet. Damn it! Her magic. I can't just pull him out. It might kill him. We need to keep moving.
Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
Why these people? Why Docktown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Docktown was test.
Gallus! Help! They don't understand. You won't save them. What do you do for the city, Nev Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want. I gave Docktown purpose. The humble serve the righteous. I will raise the city up. Even you will thank me. In fact, I'm waiting.
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, Rook, over here.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Nev, we can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
What? Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Relax. We're on the same side.
I want to be.
Worry about it later. Aelia knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
All right. What's the plan?
Stop Alia.
Right. Of course.
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
Do you feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Alia. You're a murderer!
I am Minrathus. It's dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Dogtown won't.
Dogtown has you, and they see it.
Just want hope. A chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith.
I've got faith. Not in you.
Stop Alia here.
Stop
Another insult. chose me. When I take Minrathus, the city will thrive.
Alias knows, Nev. The rest?
Don't play nice.
I never do.
Dogtown is finished with you.
Redouble your
Got it covered.
will rise. We will rise to Winter.
We'll rise. Try something new.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already. They're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
I do what I can. Rana, take Aelia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathous will see someone standing against people like you. Aelia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
You've been chasing Aelia a long time.
Yeah.
And you won. I know it wasn't easy, but does it help?
Not yet. But it will.
So, what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple guards, and somehow you stick.
What? You think I'd go somewhere?
Not yet.
Not ever.
veil jumpers using? I've never seen that before.
Whatever they could find. We've recovered hundreds of artifacts now. Some of them are weapons.
So why not use them more often? They seem useful.
You can only use them once. Then you have to charge them up again, which we don't know how to do.
Not that useful.
Hundreds! Works on mimetic transfusion, votively enkindled runes, lost forms of spirit communion. Meanwhile, Harding discovered a lurid novel about a blood-soaked castle somehow.
You know what she's done with it.
Shores.
So, you've managed to get leads on the Venatori from Aelia.
She's not chatty, but she's smug. Couldn't resist hinting at a few unfinished plans that I can now chase down.
Then you don't regret letting her leave?
It wouldn't change the past. And maybe this will change our future.
If you change your mind, my knives are sharp, and no one would trace it to you.
How do the Venatori keep the Blight from infecting their own? Has Algernon given them some sort of protection?
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Magister Parvus, it's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here...
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, They need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Menrathus.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. We really need to figure out the God's big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it. So let's track him down first. How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian. Cedar, how are you?
Better with Aelia out of the picture. You know, my last show had a good crowd in a good mood. Haven't seen that in a while.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Menrathus targets. That doesn't sound good. Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking
Dorian
about
will want
there
to know.
for?
Let me know if you want anything.
Hey, I didn't see you rifling through customers' belongings, did I?
This customer might be associated with Venatori. Be careful.
If he's Venatori, he's not like any I've encountered. He comes in when we open, orders one drink, and sits in the corner all day. Then he leaves when we close.
Anything else you know about that customer?
Heard his name's Erasmus. Keeps to himself and doesn't bother anyone, so I let him stay.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Time to finish it.
Still in one piece. Targets ahead.
Take it down!
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out! I bet this darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
Look out! Hey, behind you!
Everyone still alive?
More blight in the way. That did it. We can get through now.
There's a lot of them.
Look at that.
We need to close it.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Minotaur, to me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatoris? All the risen gods?
I won't give up the city to them. Or to you.
The Shadow dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it.
That you remain standing is an affront to Tevinter. On your left.
Got you covered.
Corrupt Templar in Rathus.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
In Treviso, we have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
Sitting in the sewer and consumed with lust for a noble woman he couldn't have.
You know the story.
We have the same one in Rathus.
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
Ritual magic, empowered by an eclipse.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans, we have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We need to tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, Now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You? On the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Changing to Winter, helping people. If we can get something good out of all this, I'm for it.
You've given us an opening, Rook, and believe me, we shall seize upon it.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
Nevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that. So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Mevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You know me. I'm trouble. But more than that, it's your city. Your Tevinter. And I care about what you think.
Sweet talker. Mevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Mevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
The city will be better off with them gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Mevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
Any course of action is better than sitting around, if you ask me.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Mevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Mevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Mevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Mevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter. I must thank you again for everything you've done. Not being overrun with blight. Wonderful. And now we also have hope of changing things for the better.
I did what anyone would have done.
Hello, my friend.
So the Shadow Dragons are poised to take power in Tevinter.
Dorian is. He'll strike quick, too. I'll stay focused on Ducktown. But if he needs a detective, he knows where to find me.
Onward, Dweller.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer. Abundance.
So, Hezenkos, a weight off your conscience?
Oh, a great relief. That plan of hers to scourge Navarra.
A real charmer.
And Alia? Is she a weight off yours?
It's getting there.
We sail.
Emmerich, I'm sorry. About Manfred. Will you hold the funeral?
The Morn Watch honors spirits that return to the other side of the veil, but not usually with funeral rites.
I have only attended a few, myself, but I think they're for the living rather than the dead. Perhaps Antivan funerals are different from Nevarran ones, but we just get together and weep and throw things.
A small service would ease things.
We have found new hauntings. They must be dealt with. We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down. How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
You live.
Greetings once more. A fine day.
Prepare yourselves. Farewell.
What's this Lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmerich Volkarin and his chosen witness, Rock, the challenger who has rebuked the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
There's not another necromancer I'd rather have by my side.
Truly?
Truly. Good luck, Emmerich.
I am come to be judged by the dead. I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
You look so happy, Emmerich.
I am gifted with an existence few have even dreamed of. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face, like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding!
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
Can't stop gossip.
Is Emmerich even breathing?
You needn't speak about me as if I'm not here.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. And yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I wouldn't have helped Emmerich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook. but please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
I've seen worse with the wardens.
You all... Really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
So, Neb. Out late with Rook, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Just skipping stones.
That all?
Why? You hear something different?
Don't need to. Rook had a bounce in his step. Wasn't just from tossing rocks.
Well, you know Rook. Probably sprained an ankle.
Right.
Curiosity. Where is it?
I'm afraid Manfred's gone.
Bring it back.
Spied? Leave it.
I want.
No.
Thank you, Lucanus. It's all right. Spirits are often confused by death, especially amongst their own.
It should be here.
Yes, I know.